Hey guys, it's Fire Ginger back here with a Guild Wars video. For this video, we're playing with a Tempest bleeding build with the Elementalist. So hopefully you guys are excited to see this build and enjoy the video. I hopefully switched my sound settings, so hopefully I now sound a little bit louder. Um, Sorry, I updated the computer and it constantly changed it. So apologize for the quiet audio for the past few videos. If it worked, if it's not, please let me know. I'm just trying to make sure you guys can hear me okay. So we'll run through everything here quickly, and then we'll get started. I'm going to close my door quick, so give me 5 seconds here.
You'll have to hit much harder.
All right. So we'll start with traits as always here. All right, looking at fire, mainly for condition stuff. Empowering flame gain power while on fire attunement. Burning fire, cast lesser cleansing fire when you have a number of conditions on you, which is 3. We remove those conditions and burn nearby foes. Sunspot, gain a fine aura and damage nearby foes when attuning to fire, which is the sunspot up ahead. Burning Rage, Sunspot inflicts burning and radius is increased. Your condition damage is increased, which is what we're looking for with this build. Pyromancer's training, your fire weapon skills gain reduced recharge and deal increased strike damage to burning foes. We'll do a little bit of fire, but mostly going to be earth. Blinding Ashes inflict blindness on foes you burn. Then we have Earth, Stone Flesh, strike damage taken is reduced while attuned to Earth. Serrated Stone's bleeding inflict has increased duration, deal increased strike damage to bleeding foes. Earth and Blast, damage cripple nearby foes when attuning to Earth. Strength of Stone, gain condition damage based on your toughness, inflict bleed when you mobilize a foe. Geomancy's training, strike damage to nearby foes is reduced. Earth weapon skills gain reduced recharge. And then we're going to go with Stone Heart. You cannot be critically hit while tuned to Earth. Just hopefully we can stay alive longer. Hopefully it will work well. Tempest, we have the Singularity, which gives us the overloads, and ours is Earth. So we have override Earth, overload Earth, ride your stored magic or Earth magic around, granting protection to other allies you move around and cripple them. Then deliver a final mobilizing blast power to the area, leaving behind a dust cyclone that delivers the same effects as the overload. Bleeding, immobilize, cripple. Unstable conduit overloads granted an aura based on your attunement with Earthwall magnetic aura, which reflects projectiles. Gathered focus, your concentration is increased. Gain additional concentration while above the health threshold. Harmonious conduct gains stability and swiftness when starting an overload. Hardy conduct overloads grant protection. Protection gains increased damage reduction, reduced damage, increased damage reduction, and Transcendent Tempest. Time to attain singularity is reduced. Upon successfully completing overload, gain increased damage, 37% damage, and 7% condition damage. For skills, we have Ether Renewal, Cure Cantrip, and heal yourself with every pulse. 8 pulses, so 8 conditions, around 4,900 healing, 5,000, well, like 5,000 ish. Signet Earth, the passive is improved toughness, and the active is bleed and immobilize your foe. Excuse me. Sandstorm is the glyph of elements, I think. Glyph of storms. Create a sandstorm at the target area which bleeds and blinds, which we will actually no, that's blindness on foes you burn. So that will not trigger. Glyph of Elemental Power. Inflict conditions on your next few strikes based on your attunement. Each strike deals increased damage. So we stack bleeding. We get a break stun as well. And then we have Tornado. Gain stability. And shapeshift into a tornado that damages and launches foes. For earth stuff, we have stone shards. Fling stone daggers at your foes to bleed them for quite a bit of damage over time. Rock barrier, envelop yourself in a stony barrier that improves toughness, or we can hurl the rocks to bleed our foes. Dust Devil, blind your foes with a blast of sand. Earthquake, trigger a quake at your location, knocking down foes and dealing massive damage. And then churning earth, make the earth churn, crippling nearby foes before unleashing a seismic wave that damages and bleeds them. For Rune, we have Carrion for power, vitality, condition damage. For Rune, we have Crate for condition damage, bleed duration, and then inflict bleed, torment, and poison nearby foes for 8 seconds after using a elite skill. And then for the sigils, we have Sigil of Agony for bleed duration increase, and then Sigil of Courage for might. And might gives us a little bit of um, condition damage, so that'll hopefully help out there. So I said basically just trying to deal as much bleed damage as possible We have several skills from back that we can use. Like this is good bleeding, but if we need to, we can get up close. This is good trigger as well. So the goal is we cast this, and then we can cast this on anybody who's still knocked down, hopefully. But we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna pop. Alright. Okay. Oh, it's warm, so I've been drinking a lot of water because it's really warm in my office. So I'm drinking a lot of water. It's because I'm warm. It's not the nicest. It's a little warm up here. All right. I don't remember what's next. I don't remember what class is next, unfortunately. But I am going to get up a video today on the future builds. So I'll go over that spreadsheet much quicker than last time, just to kind of go over basically the new builds that I've added to the list, and then that'll be pretty much it. Quick, what we've done, then a quick look at all the new ones, and then the new list. Go over the new ones briefly, what the idea is, and then take a look at all the list at all the new ones. And if you guys have ideas, be sure to let me know. I definitely, I do like to play other people's builds because it is kind of cool to see what people do with the game. But also, it's just changing it up too. Like my builds aren't always the best, so it's always fun to play people whose builds are probably a lot better than mine. So, can't really get dizzy if I do that.
Charged up. Fired up.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with air then.
The match starts soon.
Charged up. Feeling hot. Fired up.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Hope that's enough swiftness for everybody.
Ready to roll.
You've lost Dragon. You've captured Lion.
Back up solid ground. Let the storm free.
Oh, right on.
Structural integrity compromised.
You've captured the field.
Ready to roll. Back on solid ground.
What? Oh, are you kidding me? No. I tried to get you up.
Earth is my weapon. Replenishing.
Oh, shoot.
Charged up.
Nice work, guys.
Got the target.
You've lost Dragon. Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Reap the whirlwind.
The artifacts have reached maximum power. Blue team has obtained an artifact.
I summon the power of the storm. Charged up. Lightning bolt. Back on solid ground. I feel good. Reap the whirlwind.
Ah, shoot. That's okay. That's okay. So I can get one of them down, but I didn't get a single one down, so that didn't help.
You've lost the field. You've lost dragon.
Lightning bolt.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
Ready to rock. Time to do some real damage. I could outrun progression. Barely. Time to do some real
Oh
damage.
crap.
Fired up. This is getting serious.
Ah, shoot. Nice work. Ah, shoot.
They'll have to hit much harder. Healing here.
You've captured dragon. The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Ready to rock. Left side. Flooding.
You've lost life.
Come on. Come on.
Ready to rock.
You're in my
They'll have to hit
sights.
much harder.
Ah, shoot.
You've captured the field.
Ready to rock.
Drop this right on top of you.
You've lost the field.
Shoot. Alright. It's working good.
Red team has obtained an artifact. You've captured Lion. Red team has obtained an artifact. The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power. The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Come on.
You've captured the field.
Perfect shot.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Oh. Did the Reaper kill me? Yeah. That's what it looks like. Alright.
I could outrun us. Charge them! That was a blast! Time to do some real damage.
Nice. Oh, I mistimed it.
You've lost Dragon.
Charge them!
Nice work, guys.
Victorious.
Nice work. Nice work. Let's see here. 366,000 damage. That's pretty good. What's the nice thing about the Elementalist too is you can specifically play with one element, which is what we tried to do with the Earth, or well, we played with the other ones too. You can build around an element and play with that element, but then you can use the other ones as, hey, I need to change it up with, you know, healing or different more offensive skills or more utility. So you have those options, which I think is awesome with the Elementalist. But for sure, this was definitely a try and do as much bleeding damage as we could, and it definitely I think worked really well. Alone, the main daggers here alone do 3,600. These the hurl can do a lot. The knockdown, this can do a lot of damage as well, which is kind of cool. The immobilize thing can be useful because it's 3 seconds, which then you can use as you can trigger, you can cast this to get the 19,000 bleed damage going. You've got the create a sandstorm, which blinds and bleeds. You have the extra bleed on your attacks. And then you've got your Overload Earth, which just immobilize, cripples, and does a lot of Manic Reflect, which is kind of cool too. So overall, I think that was pretty good, I'd say. But yeah, I think Earth is one of those ones I don't use a whole lot, mainly for like bleeding and stuff. But Air, I think, is one I need to work on. I've done burning, I've done bleeding, I've done healing, but I gotta figure out some sort of air build that I want to try yet. So, but yeah, no, that worked good. I was looking at um, this, and I thought about the Earth Elemental. I figured the tornado would be probably more useful, and then condition damage, condition cleanse, was the big draw for why I grabbed this one. But yeah, the the scepter. I don't know. I guess I didn't check what the Warhorn did. Oh, bleeding on the last one. Okay. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of reading here, and the Earth. I suppose staff's got the eruption, which is a good skill. It's got the shockwave. I think the scepter's got one of the better. Oh, this is a very short range spike. Um, hammer, I don't think has a lot. Sword's got some. So it's just figuring out what works well, and I know the scepter bleeds on its first attack, which sorry guys, I'm tired. The kind of what I like the scepter. I think it's one of my favorites. Um, just because with the fire, you bleed on every attack, or with the fire you burn every attack. With the earth you bleed on every attack. The water, I could look. The water kind of throws some ice shards in the air. Is kind of a late stage thing. Um, but overall, the scepter's probably one of my favorites. I think more offensively. For the staff, I'd say if I'm gonna do healing builds again at some point, and use staff mainly Tempest, Weaver, and Catalyst. I'm gonna use the staff on those to try and get more healing because I think the staff's got the best healing. So I want to trade that. I was trying to use the weapons that were with the specializations, but I want to go back and redo it with the staff just to see what the numbers can get up to because I think it'd be quite insane. But we'll see. Okay. I've got two fans on in the room making sure I'm staying cool, and the water helps as well. I think I don't know, I was tempted with the signets, but I only had one signet, which was the signet of Earth. And I figured, yeah, toughness is good, but I think being immune to critical hits, I think is a good thing with Earth. Um, just because then you can you take you can take still good damage, but you can't be crit, and which could be infuriating. So that's why I went with that one. And then diamond skin was kind of cool too, but depending on how many conditions you have and how to the effect, that could be insanely. So it was kind of a top. I was kind of figuring out, and the fire condition cleansing is good, condition damage, and then this one I didn't know what to grab. Right, let me see here. Bleeding, torment, and poison. Okay, yeah, doesn't burn. Yeah, that last fire one doesn't really have a lot of effect on us. I probably could have gone with the pyromancer's one, because I was in fire a little bit, but that's okay. I'm just waiting for our next game now. Alright. Alright. Is there a combo field in here at all? No. Pretty sure there's a combo. There's a lightning one here. But other than that, not really. This is projectile possibility. This is a finisher. Finisher. Lots of physicals and blasts. So, alright, we'll see how this next game goes. Hopefully that goes just as well. Everyone likes Kylo. Don't get it. Alright. Looks we got Kylo. I'm probably not even saying that right. That's okay. Alright.
Charge them! Lightning bolt!
Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos and the builds.
The match starts soon.
I know sometimes they're not always, the builds aren't always that good, but it's always a learning thing too, and who you get, and matchmaking too. You never know who you're gonna get put up with and stuff like that. So. Trigger.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Time to do some real damage. Through.
Enemy captured the man.
Replenishing. That was impressive.
Windmill captured.
Need help here. Not enough endurance.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I could outrun a centaur.
Oh crap. I thought there was more of us up here. I thought there were more of us up there. Apparently not. Shoot.
I summoned the power of
Enemy
the
captured the clock tower. Enemy captured the windmill.
Ready to run. Satisfied. Time to do some real damage. Impressive combination. Fired up.
No, get rid of those conditions.
Windmill captured.
Really? How did she get us?
Help me, please.
Enemy captured the man.
That's unfortunate.
Clock tower captured.
Yikes.
I appreciate the help.
Yikes.
Charge them. I could have
Enemy
lightning
captured the
bolt.
clock tower.
Ready to run. Not enough endurance. We'll have to hit much harder. Replenishing.
Oh, come on.
Run it.
Mansion captured.
Running the fight.
Yuck. Dang it. spread out.
Enemy captured the windmill.
Okay, why aren't I reflecting projectiles? I thought the whole point was to be reflecting projectiles. Why aren't I reflecting projectiles?
Enemy captured the mansion.
I thought I was supposed to be reflecting projectiles. Overloads grant an aura based on your attunement. I don't get it. I thought I'd be reflecting projectiles. Or is it after it completes?
Drying off.
Never mind, I shouldn't ask stupid questions that I can clearly figure out by reading stuff. Or just casting it.
Windmill captured.
Hand over here. Back on solid ground.
That sounds about... Really? That's cool. God. Just getting destroyed. 2 necromancers. Yeah. Dang it.
Charged up. I summon the power of Earth. Ready to run.
I'm just gonna go far and see if I can try it for a duel. Sorry guys that this isn't going as well as the last game. Okay, I don't know.
I can outrun a centaur.
Enemy captured the windmill. Mansion captured.
Jeez. Did I hit a single person with that? Oh, that's cool. Almost had the mesmer. Then 2 more showed up. Trying to get a duel for you guys to see if I could win duels. Would've been okay, but then 2 more showed up, I think.
They'll have to hit much harder. All better. Come on, save me.
Enemy captured the windmill.
That's not good. Oh, I got like 3 of them down. 2 or 3 of them down. Dang it. That's game. Dang it. Shoot. when I wasn't getting ganged up on, it was doing good. But as soon as I got ganged up on and didn't couldn't hold its own, which obviously is the case for most things. Um, God, I almost want to try this build again with the staff instead and see how that work. I feel like that worked good too, because you have the second skill, but you have really good bleed potential with this build. Um, I think I might switch this out for like the glyph just to summon an elemental. This I might try area healing. I think we'll see. But like you have, like I said, your main attack, your second attack, your fifth attack, your overload grants it, the signet grants it, the sandstorm grants it. This grants it with your next 5 attacks. So you have a lot of potential for bleeding. Um, it just I think if it stays, if it does the damage. If it goes away right away, it doesn't do it, which obviously is the case for most conditions. But I think a lot of these take time to get going. But if you're fighting against somebody who can't read the conditions, like the mesmer, like I was able to do really good because I could hit multiple like clones. Like she's creating clones, I was able to hit every clone she pop up, so I knew which one was hers. The signet is good for the unmovable. You have the knockdown, then I trigger this right away to try and get the blast going, just so you can get the 20,000 bleeding damage going, hopefully. But overall, I think that was a good build. I wish I would have done better the second game, but I think that was a good build. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the build and the video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe button. If you guys have comments or suggestions on stuff, please let me know. Play style, ideas, tweaks, or something for the build. And also, if the audio sounded a little bit better, where I was a little louder, obviously listen to these before they go up to make sure. But if you guys definitely watch these and you definitely hear a difference, please let me know. That'd be greatly appreciated. Take care. Have a great rest of your day, guys. And I'll catch you all in the next.